then you look at the voting system as well. You know, it ultimately always just comes down to votes. It's almost like the lead up to a general election. It's always like people generally. I'm probably more into it than most because I've been sort of involved in the last year or so.
Yeah.
But generally, most people, your average working class person, doesn't really care about politics. They just want to go to work. They want to pay their bills. If something comes up in the news, oh God, we've got to pay extra for that. Or they'll only worry about politics probably 6 months before a general election. They go, oh, let's have a look and see the landscape and see like what we should and shouldn't be voting for. Then they might, then they'll just vote, or they vote who their mates are going to vote for, or they don't really understand the effect of what goes into, like I say, an election campaign to get an appointment. And ultimately it just comes down to the block vote, and that's what Labour are doing. They're appeasing themselves to the block, the voting block, and that is it. We seen what happened with the Green Party and Gorton
and Denton,
and obviously the Greens won. The Reform are very disappointed. I know they put in an appeal for an investigation regarding vote rigging and stuff like that, but I wouldn't argue that there's probably some family voting thing that's been going on. I've watched some interesting things about that, and postal voting as well. People buy votes. It's been going on for years.